How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. We're 8 days into spring, and only thing my wife wants to know is when are you going to cut that beard off as you promised? Because again, we had a little agreement that I was gonna let my beard grow. This was back in September. I was gonna let my hair grow. I wasn't gonna touch it, no trimming until the spring. But spring is here, and it's time for me to follow through on my promise. But reason I'm making this video is I haven't been to the barber in, I would say, 25, 30 years. I know it's at least 25 years. I want to say 30, but I feel comfortable with saying 25 years. And what I decided to do is, since I invested so much time in growing this beard, I decided to at least get it professionally trimmed and just see how I like that. And then from there, I decide whether I'm going to keep a beard or am I going to go back to my old look. But because I haven't been to the barber so long, I don't have a barber. But what happened is a couple of years back, this was like maybe about 3 years ago, when we were going through the whole situation with the lockdowns and stuff, I met this guy that actually owns a barbershop, and we met in a weird type of way. We were actually standing outside of Insomnia Cookies, because again, back then, social distancing and stuff, they wouldn't allow too many people into the store. So we were standing outside, and I always like talking to people, whatever. So we striked up a conversation, and he explained to me how he has a local barbershop, which at the time I figured, hey, I don't need a barber. I'm bald, my face is close shaven, hey, it's just all right. But whatever, I'll just keep that in the back of my head. Maybe my sons or whatever will go. But we spoke, and he was telling me how he's been cutting hair since he was 16, and he has his business, and he was just really, really a nice guy. And we had great conversation. So when it's time for us to go inside to buy our cookies, I go to pay for the cookies. Come to find out that they don't accept cash. They wanted me to use a debit card, and I found it strange that, everybody takes cash. I'm only getting some cookies. But anyway, this total stranger that I was having a conversation with, he offered to buy the cookies for me, because maybe he thought I didn't have a debit card or something with me, or a credit card, whatever. But between the conversation and his act of kindness, I said that if I was ever in a position to do business or send someone his way, I would follow through. So here we are years later, and hopefully he's going to be the one that's going to get me looking, I guess, good to people's standards. I think I look good now anyway. I've sort of gotten used to this wild look. But let's see what happens. And I'm going in right now, and I guess I'll make another video depending on how everything turns out. But again, the moral of this story is, I made a video before, and I'll say it again, there's nothing wrong with being nice to people, because you never know, especially when you're in business, because the person that you decide to be nice to today might be your potential customer tomorrow. But that's not the only reason to be nice for business sake, but for my business owners that are listening to this, just take heed, whatever, and whatever it's worth. Have a nice day, and let's see how I look once I get this haircut.